Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. So today we will be continuing the second part, or today we will be discussing the remaining portion of chapter number 5. So in the previous video, which is part 1 of 2, I have already uploaded one video of chapter number 5, in which half of the topic of chapter number 5 was completed, and today we will be discussing the remaining portion of chapter number 5, and we will start from page number 46, and the name of the topic is plants which hunt. So there are some plants which trap and eat frogs, insects, and even mice. So like heterogeneous animals, there are some plants which is categorized as heterogeneous plants, or we call it insectivorous plants. Pitcher plant is one of the example. So such type of plants, they trap and eat frogs, insects, and even mice, like animals do, in order to get the required nutrients for the proper development of the plant. And in higher class you will be learning about heterogeneous plants, in which insectivorous plants is one of the type of plants under heterogeneous plant, and pitcher plant is one of the pitcher plant is an example of insectivorous plant. So the scientific name is the Nepenthes, is one such plant. It is found in Australia, Indonesia, and Meghalaya in India. So Meghalaya is one of the state in India, which is one of the 7 states of Northeast. It has a pitcher like shape, and the mouth is covered by a leaf. So pitcher have the ising thakpada ising thakpa makti haibi yadre khoi ising thambada container oina khoi jug khoi handle ga yaw jug tu adugi without lid haita makhum yawdo buduga du kana pitcher kawi madu mali haidana mai maming ji kana pitcher plant kauri bani ko. The plant has a special smell that attracts insects to it. So with the help of the special smells secreted by the plant, they attract insect. When the insect lands from the mouth of the plant, it gets trapped and cannot get out. Manung changra kanda ngasi makhum ji khumjangrani aduga tap tapna digest tawgidoini ko. What a clever way to hunt. So as I told you that in higher class you will be learning about plants that are not autotrophs. That means there are some plants which cannot synthesize their own food, or there are some plants which requires extra nutrients which are not available from the soil they are growing. So pitcher insectivorous plants is one of them, and as I told you that pitcher plant is an example of insectivorous plant. So many seeds. How many types of seeds can you collect? Where will you find them? So pictures are also given here regarding seeds. Each of you should try to collect as many different types of seeds as you can. Maru collection matangdani. After that, put all the seed collections together. Now observe these seeds carefully, their shape, size, color, texture. So after collecting different types of seeds, you have to observe their appearance in terms of shape, size, color, and textures. You have to group them. Make a seed chart to put up in class. You can start with a table like this. So one example or reference you can say how to make the table is given here. Name of the seed, color, shape, texture. So Rajma is name of the seed, Rajma, color reddish brown, shape is also given here, texture the pie with a soft or rough or brown. So in this table you can add more seeds. So think some questions are here. So I have been telling that regarding a textual question and answer, the textual questions, the answer will be provided in the PDF format on the WhatsApp group. So you have to download it and you have to write it in your classroom notebook. But in this video also we will discuss whatever textual questions are given. But in order to have a record, in order to have written the format, or in order to have hard copy, it is very important to copy it down in your classwork notebook. And for that, the study material kind of thing will be uploaded on the WhatsApp group. So did you keep any seed and cumin in your list while you are performing such kind of activity, while you are collecting seeds for making this chart? So you should add soft and jeera, seeds of soft and jeera, which are the smallest seed and which are the biggest seed in your collection. So after collecting seeds for performing this activity, you have to find out which one is the smallest and which one is the biggest. For example, if you have mango seed in your collection, maybe mango seed can be the biggest seed in your collection. Make list of seeds that are used as spices in your home. So mustard, cumin, they are used as spices in kitchen. Seeds of vegetables, example tomato, lettuce finger. Seeds of fruits, mango, orange, grapes. Light seeds check by blowing them. Light seeds young by having cumin. Seeds which are flat, rasma. Make more groups. How many groups of seeds did you make? So while making groups, that means while segregating or while collecting seeds according to their similarities, according to the properties, you can group under the heading edible seeds, or seeds that are used as spices, or seeds producing oil. So there are so many heading under which you can group all the seeds. So do you know any games that you can play with seeds, discuss with your friends? Maruna sanaba yaba haidi half cut tamarind seed akhoi mangi gi maru ji takai kaidalaga akhoi anga ngai ta sanaba dumba laibani ko hauji matam this nowadays, since we have advanced technology, mobile computers are there, so everyone is busy playing video games on mobile and computers. So nowadays displaying with seeds, these are old fashioned or obsolete or outdated. So wandering seeds, plants cannot move around. Once they grow, they remain in the same place. So since they are autotrophs, since they can make their own food, and the raw materials required for the preparation of food, since they are available from the soil, so there is no need of moving, so they remain in the same place forever. But their seeds are great travelers, they can reach far and wide. So on the contrary, the seeds are great travelers, they can reach far and wide. Look at picture 1 on the next page and see the flying seeds. So many pictures are given here in your textbook. Picture 1, picture 2. Have you ever seen any seed that can fly? Yes, of course. What is it called in your area? We call it all women's hair. Look at your seed collection. Guess how many of those could have traveled by flying? So look at picture 2. This seed cannot fly, but it can still travel by sticking on to the fur of animals or on our clothes. Samnappi have the Manipuri deko. English the urchin suhai. URCHIN urchin. Pronunciation G. Urchin suhai, urchin suhai. In this way it gets a free ride. Did you get any new idea from these seeds? Read how the idea of Velcro came to George Maxwell. So in this way it gets a free ride. Magi seed distribution gi damakta ko nappaga animal da nataga khoi gi pide nappaga puraga khona kanthokku matamda jaga to mafam atopa da tarani. In this way a distribution of seeds takes place. Did you get any new idea from these seeds? So Velcro, George Maxwell hai nupasina Velcro kamaina sagi haibigi matangda wari matek ma yaure. Velcro haibidi akoi khumuk gumba adigi bag gumba adigi shoes gumba belts gumba da akoi phanaba chet lawba chingthokpa yabido nakan ani makta napnaba yawdo phajalaga hoin chingthokpa mamda chet chingthok yabido madubu velcro kawi. Velcro si kamani invent tawgibano haibigi matangdani warisi George Mestrel haiba nupasini invent tawgibani nakan da khung amusi e ko khung si sai haba nate khung sigi chappal sida phanaba chet lawam yawribasi masi velcro kawi masi kamaina invent tawgibano haibigi matangni. So this happened in 1948. One day George Mestrel came back from a walk with his dog. He was amazed to find seeds sticking all over his clothes and on his dog's fur. He wondered what made them stick, so he observed these seeds under a microscope. He saw that the seeds had many tiny hooks which got stuck to clothes or fur. This gave Mestrel the idea of making velcro. Microscope di yenga matung da hook masa yawe hai madugi idea do fangpane velcro sanabagi. He made a material with similar tiny hooks that would stick. Velcro is used to stick together many things, clothes, shoes, for example, clothes, shoes, bags, belts, and many more. What a way to take inspiration from nature. So the invention of Velcro was actually started from an experience by experience Joe's Mastrel gi experience mana thengnaruba experience to the inspiration si idea si loraga masuge velcro si sarakpani. Velcro si akoi English ta su haige haigadi hook and loop fasteners ngasai che law ni phana duni ko. So let's continue. Look at the pictures given below and guess how the seeds travel and reach different places. So the picture khara su pire ko squirrel gi pire uchekna chiaga pubugi pire adagi ising da pubugi matang ma picture amusu yaure ko. Some plants spread their seeds over long distances. When the soybean pods are ripe, they burst and the seeds are thrown out. Burst is pole on pokairaga maru me amdu chai thokiba. Have you ever heard their sound? Mukun budi tadi ko. Think that what would happen if seeds did not spread and remained at one place only. Marusi karigumba pambi amagi marusi karigumba mafam amada chalam dragadi masi kamain tawni habini. Of course food competition jaga amada blog thajallagadi food competition laani, survival competition laani, aduna ngasagi proper water and nutrients to yenara abanina proper water and nutrients to phangaroi. And some plants may not grow properly or even die. Competition. So make a list of the different ways by which seeds are spread. So seeds can be spread or seeds are distributed with the help of water, wind, animals, birds, human, etc. So distribution is very important for the survival of the plant, because mafam amada pulap haujalagadi congested orani aduga congested orani. In addition to that, there will be a competition for nutrients, sunlight, water. So most of the plants will not get proper nutrients and may not grow properly, and even sibubu yae pambi khara dikho adun madu ki competition do handaraknabagi damakta aduga pambi si haubugi changsi henabagi damakta masigi distribution si yamna maru oi. Who came from where? Have you included human beings also in your list? Yes, of course. Yes, we also carry seeds from one place to another, knowingly or unknowingly. Akoina isana khangna haidi akoina isana pamna mafam amadagi mafam amada marusi puba natragana isai unknowingly hairagadi akoina khangdabida akoina thawena nataba haitare ko khangdabida akoina pubusu yawe. Khangdabida puba haidi ngasai urchin samna pisi akoina thawena pubu nate samna pisi akoina nape e hairaga akoina chatpa matamda akoina napa aga masi akoina puraga chatoine, which is considered as unknowingly. knowingly hairagana akhona thawaina thaba madui pambi akhona pamana maram oidina, maybe because of looks or maybe because of our requirement, nutritional value. So we bring the seeds of plants that we find beautiful or useful. So knowingly already, maybe because of its look or the nutritional value or because of its uses, we carry seeds from one place to another to grow them in our garden. Later the seeds of these plants spread to other places. Adami atopana pambadagi ama nong pugiba ama nong pu mathang mathang pugiba nuksinna isingna distribute tawgiyo sumain tawdana mathang mathang sandokhibani. Many years later, people may not even remember that these plants did not grow here earlier. Aduna matamsi am kuiraba matungdadi masigi pambi si particular pambi amasi akhoi sida hom sumphang phangam pambi am natte mapandagi pura thagibani haibise kaurpusu yam kuirakpadagi when angang oingaida exotic plants in matang da tambuduni ko. Some of the plants, they are exotic plants haragadi not native haitare akhoi sida phang hek hobudagi akhoi sida haujaba akhoi sida phangjaba pambi nattaba mapandagi purakhiba madugumba pambi du bo khone exotic plants kawi, maybe because of maybe because of its look or maybe because of its nutritional value. Adugi sumaina matam kuira kandadi madu akhoi kawgibisu yai akhoi sida dum phangbagi mongda akhoi na khanba yai. For example, tomato, potato, strawberry, even chili, morok phawa, they are not native to our country. Akhoi sida phangba pot na te amta mapandagi lakhiba ngaktani masi yam kuirakpana maram oidana kawnagi bagi wani mapandi propa ngaktani si myam si ko. So many years later, people may not even remember that these plants did not grow here earlier. They were brought from somewhere else. Do you know from where chilies came to our country? So one example is given here. These were brought to India by traders coming from South America. Aduna ngasai morok sang mani manakti esi ko. Si South America de ilakhibni akhoi sida phangma pot natte. So today we cannot think of food without chilies. So such type of plants are called exotic plants, which are not available to our country from the starting, which are available or which are made available here because they are brought from somewhere else. Such type of plants are called exotic plants. So read this poem to know which plant came from where. So a rough idea, in order to get a rough idea about exotic plants, one poem is given here. From South America long ago came a tomato, a potato, and a green chili. So not even green chili, even tomato and potato, they are from South America. Do you notice a cabbage came from Europe, and also a pea from Europe dagina hawai thak amadi cabbage akhoi sidadi kobi phul hai, hindi dana ban gobi hai biduni. So from Africa came a coffee bean and a green bhindi hai di ladies finger duni. So they crossed the land, they crossed the sea. Do you know this? So these are the examples of some vegetables, some plants which are brought from somewhere else and are grown now in our country. So a mango sang, come in, an orange smile inside its skin. Welcome to India, a banana said. Aduna banana sidi akhoi sida hana de haujaramani ko. Adu sida atai myam sidi banana mango sidi akhoi sida haujabani. The methi and spinach, brinjal and radish nodded its head. Do you know this? So one question is given here along with the answer. So what all was grown in India long ago were mangoes and bananas grown here. What came from other countries? Imagine food without potatoes or tomatoes. So mango and banana, they are native to our country. They are grown here from the starting, so they are not exotic plants. So potatoes and tomatoes, they are from somewhere else, from outside, from different place, and they are considered as exotic plants. What we have learned. So two more questions are given here. So which is going to be the last part of chapter number 5. So what we have learned. So Rina has drawn this picture of the seed sprouted by her. Sprout ki matang da hana takre ko matum kasai mai matun chongak pagi matang sprout ki matang da hana takre. What do you think the seeds need for sprouting? So of course water and air is required for sprouting. How would Rina's seeds look if they did not get the things needed? So if plants do not get proper water and air, they will not grow. So by drawing a picture, and if only water is supplied to some of the seeds, they will just swell up and sprouting will not occur. So for sprouting, water and air both are needed ko animak changi. Ising itang already maru khara di chawkhalaga tu i ko akoi mangan tingba chana tingba chawkhalaga tu i ayunda nushit amung phangaga di maton chong kadoini maduni akoi sprouting ai ko. So how do seeds spread too far off places? Right in your own words. Masiji pambi si mafam amada horaga mafam amung khatang da horaga leite atop atop jaga da su mayam ama hawe adu pambi di mafam amada asai makhong yaudana chatpa ngamni haiba nate ko. They cannot move from one place to another. In spite of that, seeds are made available to different places. So express your experience or express your views and by writing in your class 1 notebook in your own words. So yam samna hairabada maru singsi they are made available or they are available in different places because of distribution made by birds, water, wind, air, and even humans. Akoina uchek na ising na mafam amada pothok pusin tawbuna maram oidana chap manaba pambi si mafam at different places ta phangibani haibani ko. So with this, chapter number 5 is complete, and masida I think we can conclude our class also, and as soon as possible I will upload the study material of chapter number 5 on the WhatsApp group. And I would like to remind it again that once you get the study material, it is very important that you should write all the necessary textual question and answer. Even some extra questions will be there, so you have to write it down in your class 1 notebook. So it's a request to everyone that whatever study materials have been uploaded in the WhatsApp group, you have to download it and you have to write it in your class 1 notebook. So with this, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Thank you.